right now, they make me the mayor of Nigeria. Thank God they're doing there, so let's use that as well. You know, I will make godly laws in my palace. I will make not laws that will force you to become a Christian, but laws that will make you not to trample on the poor. Laws that will make you know, it takes righteous people, and a righteous man can be a Muslim, a righteous man can be a Christian, a righteous man can be, it just takes people who are thinking right to do what is expected. So that is why I'm encouraging you that in 2027 you should go again.
Well, with people like you.
No, of course.
Yes.
You have my blessing.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This will go a long way. This will go a long way. And then what he said, you know, he's right. You know, let me congratulate you for yesterday, you know, award, you know, as Wakiling Matasan Ariwa. You know, throughout yesterday, I was just pondering. I was just going through so many things. Like he said in his acceptance speech, he said some of these things is not that they are new to him, but he didn't take cognizance to them. But there's something that they are underground. But people are digging. It's just like gold. How people dated themselves, they dig. And then after sieving and going all through those process, then that's when you will see the reason to do certain thing. You know, I'm going somewhere. You see, when you talk about this involvement, when you talk about this involvement, you know, people think is when you are G, then that's when your light will shine and then people will begin to rush. But if you look at it, I'm just saying reason why yesterday I was just thinking. It didn't start there. Because if you hear how they brought the background, so
they know me more than you.
I remember yesterday when you said that everybody...
Yes. Because I don't know the people. I don't know them from anywhere. Yesterday was the first time I was meeting them, except for the other person that directed them to me. But I've not seen
their way.
Yes.
From Abuja coming to just...
They went to Gobe.
So somebody from Gobe have to... So that they will not go to Kaduna. But it is well. What am I trying to say? You don't look at yourself, you know, thinking you have to be... I just mentioned this, you know, maybe you are in a high place. Then that's when the participation will start. Because you will feel, okay, I have this particular money. Like the preamble you make, you know, there are people that don't just know, they just dive into it simply because they have one influence, they have money, they feel they can use the money and enter into the politics and see what happens. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's, you're going into something without a purpose. That's why we have so many purposeful, purposeless leaders, you know, scattered all around. As you mentioned, some of them, they will even see you. You will even wonder if he's one time your local government chairman, or one time your commissioner, or one time you're this. Yes, because you see them Tata, they will say this. You say, oh, okay, oh, I remember. Because you can't even connect because of the way he's looking. And then these are people that when they are in power, you know, they have everything to themselves. You know, they do what they want to do at that time. But if you look at it, I'm trying to draw our attention to the little things we do to contribute to the humanity. I think that's the politics. As long as something is wrong and you are kicking against, you are a politician. You are involved. Don't wait.
Wow, this is a great angle of looking at politics.
You understand? Yes, sir. And in my own, he said I'm a politician. It's one time I contested. Why did I contest? It's
you are still political in everything.
Okay.
It's not one time.
I'm going to ask if you have told me.
I'm telling you, he's political in everything. He's, you know.
You know, my motivation, you know, I said, okay, in my own little way, how can I contribute? And I think about how my people are being governed. How can I be in a world, you know, and then somebody rule for 11 years as a councillor? It's unacceptable. From one direction. You understand? 11 years. if you ask me, I would say in West Africa, he's the longest serving councillor. You get it. And then, like, the people are caged. The people are not exposed to the reality of life. They are being doomed, covered by lies, telling them things that are not happening. And you tell them, this thing is not that everything government will bring to you, but you give people leadership that they will go out there, find information that are useful to you, and bring to you, and expose you to certain things that you can even help yourself before even the government, or by yourself you complement what the government is doing. But they make you feel as if it's only the government that will do this, but the government is centered in one family, that if not the family, it's nothing. And they will make sure they cage everybody and make you look up to only that family. It's unacceptable. And you're talking about a community that you have people in NIA, you have people that are chief judge of state, you know, people that are highly placed. But somebody that is just the secondarian, you know, manipulating, and then nothing is happening. And you feel, no, it's nothing. Liberate your people. Give them all they need, that they will stand on their own and complement government. Sometimes you see the deficiency is because everything is channeled to the government. People are relaxed. People think it's government that will do everything. But the people that are there make people to believe that it's only government, while the vital information, they hoard it so that you continue to be a slave. Whatever they say, you believe. And that was my motivation. I say, come on, see, we can't continue like this. Why can't we educate our people? Tell them this is the way to go. And even in government, it's not government that will do everything. If you are in government, you can also go to all these organizations that help community that want to help themselves. You go there, you sell your people and say, this is what your people want to do. NGOs, they are all there, they are supporting, but you cage them. Why can't you go out there, source for this thing, and support your community? You talk about doctor that is making impact. Some of these doctors, they will go far as foreign countries to bring experts, to bring them to their community.
To do free medical services.
Medical services. That's why they are being celebrated, sir, more than the governor in the state. Because the normal dispensary that is there, the governor neglects that, or the commissioner, or the councillor. You can imagine this season of normally celebrations, they do give whatever from the government. And then they will give a leader that is representing your community as a councillor or whatever, or a chairman or what. So they give him your package as a ward or as a local government. And that person will go and bargain with a businessman, a marketer or somebody, and sell those stuff like rice, maggi, sugar, and the rest, and he sell to somebody that owns a shop.
You know, when you were talking about, sorry to cut you, the fact that an individual will just sit and complain, and giving you an example of somebody that with the level of education just stop at secondary school, and he just manipulating a whole community, a whole local government, a whole state, and all of that. And what just came into my mind is, what are the people doing? If we don't participate, that's how we continue being in that state. What is democracy? Democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And that means we have the power to decide, the power that be. But because we are not involved, we are not participating, and that is why those few individuals continue to manipulate, and that is why we continue to experience hunger, we continue to experience poverty, out of school children, unemployment, and the like. So when we talk about political participation, it's something that is very key to every democratic nation. Before now, you always hear people when you say, oh, I'm in politics, they will tell you, it's a dirty game. People will tell you, like you even hear from Christians who tell you, you shouldn't get yourself involved with that, it's dirty, it's going to lead you to hellfire and all of that.
I remember our conversation.
You get so they will tell you to just lead you to hellfire and all of that, and we hold our arms and then allow ourselves to be controlled by the full individual. Recall how we talk about the fact that when you look count like the people that are in position, they're not even up to, like you can't compare them to the number of Nigerians, like the people that are being ruled. But yet you
less than 10%.
You think your mind have been manipulated to think that you cannot do anything, you don't have the power to do anything, and you see down to recording of their representatives, down to holding people accountable. People will impoverish you and then come and give you money and keep celebrating them, thinking you're doing good and you don't know that it is that same money that's supposed to be used for development in your local government, in your constituency, that is being used for development. So sometimes we sit down and feel like, no, this thing is just a dirty game. I don't want to get involved in it. And you keep desiring change. You keep going, praying on your knees that God touch the heart of this leader. Like I said from the beginning, we can't pray our ways to greatness. We have to be involved. You don't have to go and put your face on a poster to think that that's the only capacity in politics. From voting, from speaking about the right thing, issues that concern government, from recalling of leaders, holding them accountable. Like I always say, reduce your expectation every time when people are being appointed or they are being elected. The next thing you see people bring in invitations. You need this donation, you need that donation, and then you forget that these people have primary responsibility to protect you, to provide you with evidence of democracy, and then we leave it aside. We keep following them for them to keep giving us stipends at the detriment of good governance. So I think that we have the power in us, and everybody, political participation is not just for a group of people like I belong to this party, I'm a registered member of this card carrier. You see some people vote and the card carrier, as good as it is. So it shouldn't stop there. Be able to hold people accountable. When things are not going right, speak about it. You hear people, because the government in power, maybe is their party or so, they wouldn't talk about issues. Even when things are going wrong, you see how those people are being defensive. Like, it's so pathetic to see people like that. You are seeing like it's so glaring that things are not going on right. But because you belong to that party, or your uncle is the chairman of that party, or your father's brother is the governor, or you won't say anything. And you're just okay with the situation. Let the masses, let the people continue to suffer. It's not being patriotic. So I think it's important. Maybe we'll talk about those caliber of people that just feel, oh, it's a dirty game. You shouldn't even involve yourself.
Well, they are not wrong. Politics itself is a great thing. But how people go about it is extremely dirty. So their definition of politics being dirty is not right.
Yes.
But of course, their definition of politics being dirty is not right. But then, if they take that definition and place it upon the practice or how people get into position, that is where I would believe that they didn't even get the right word, because dirty is something very clean. How can you want to save life by becoming a this or a that? Then you kill to get there. Then we expect that when you get there, you will save life. No, life does not mean anything to you. So people should open their eyes and understand. Somebody ruled you once. He made you go through hell and high water. Is that how they used to say it? Hell and high water, yeah. The person is coming back with fresh new promises. Is it the same person that tortured us for 4 years and somebody collected from him that is coming back? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Yes, it's the same person. Because in everything, nothing has to change. And that is how you must understand. Be it love relationship, be it politics, be it rulership, be it governance, whatever it is, if there's somebody kept in front of you as the head, sir, if the person does not change, if God is holding his hands like this while he's making the promise to you, sir, you will not even have the same thing, to be worse. How can sweet water come from a sour source? It's not possible. It's not possible. See, no matter how your spit is salt, if it is you that we know that did 4 years as a whatever it is.
Yes.
You understand? Because when I start talking, people start thinking I'm referring to other people. No, I'm talking generally in the whole world. So Joyce, let's come back to that first question that you asked that I still remember. If politics is a dirty game, it's not a dirty game. In fact, politics is for smart people. Politics is for, if you are not smart, you can't do politics. The calculations therein, the approach therein, how you can be systematic about it, how you can deal with hard people, difficult people, easygoing people, liars, because you have more liars than you have truthers. You have more liars, sir, in politics. You have more liars.
Pretenders.
People who will come and tell you, sir, these people will not get vote from there. Let's just forget. This rice that you shared, it was only one bag they gave them, 400 of them. And is this person you gave the rice? That's why we keep telling you, don't be giving this person. Be like, so if that's what happened, yes. Please bring 20 bags of rice. Please go and tell them sorry. And he will take 15 bags and go and give them 5. Still. So think about it, sir. Is that not being dirty? It is. A politician that will say, if these people stand on our way, where are these thugs? Let them clear them. Sir, you want to come and become my leader? At what level? And Joyce, I think something we need to talk about, if time will permit us on this show or another show, maybe the producer should consider, since we are in the season, what is this position of a governor? And what are the responsibilities of a governor? So you don't come and expect your senator to do what is your governor that is supposed to do. People don't even know. Because in Nigeria, we are just expecting somebody that will come and share money, help us do this one, do this. Every now and then, that is what we are looking for. If it's in Nigeria, that's what we want. We don't care whether this one is a lawmaker, he has no business building roads. We don't care. And you know what has taken us to that level? Is because those that should have done it, they did not do it. So you start looking for help from everywhere. You start looking for help from everywhere, including the wrong places. So Joyce, is politics dirty? No. Is the approach to politics dirty? Extremely, emphatically, yes.
You know, the Bible is clear about the fact that when the righteous are on the throne, the people will go. And just like Abel put in the Bible.
He said she righteous in Maba. Some things are better said in Hausa. You know what? Even the righteous, sometimes, he is put in a position to compromise his righteousness. Why? He's thinking, I have to be this way. Let me get it by every means so that I can come back and continue being righteous. No, sir. In your stop being righteous for that reason is also wrong. It's as wrong as, see, it's better you look for it the righteous way and fail. Do you understand? It's better you look for it the righteous way and fail. There are some communities that will say, Joyce, we will never vote this man because he is bougie. Ha! Why is he bougie? The last time he was not bougie. No, he was bougie. The other bougie that did was a Muslim. So this one is a Christian. We still think that way in Nigeria. They will tell you, this one is, we are all Nigerians, of course. But if you start looking at the police, sir, if you become a senator in a place where you have 99.9% Christians, but as a Muslim you become a senator, if this 99.9% enjoy your being in the Senate, sir, You will keep your money, they will campaign for you, and they will never want any Christian to come out. This thing is not rocket science, sir. It's not rocket science. Are we saying that Christians are not crying under Buhari's regime? We are crying. But Yaradua was president. We were happy. What was Yaradua's religion? Islam. So it has, see, politics has nothing. One time, let me look for the two different Christians that were presidents that are in contrast of each other. What's the worst Christian president we have had? No, it's a show now. It's true. The analyses are there. So let's pick it up from anywhere that was there and repeat it. So it's not us that are creating the analysis. You have people that have led as Christians. Even the Christians were praying for a Muslim to come. And then when he left, another Christian came. Let me even leave that and come to Goodluck Jonathan, who was president for 6 years. He would have been the longest serving president if he had emerged president again. But guess what, sir? He didn't say the Bible says that your political ambition is not worth the blood of Nigerians. He didn't say that, sir. Do you know what that means? Leave religion aside. Be a good person. Be a good person. Leave religion aside. And then he said, sir, do you know the highest form of rigging election in any country? The highest form of rigging election in any country is using the government machinery. People who go to vote. It's the police, the security agencies. Don't go out now. Do you get the point?